Hello, creeps.
All right, welcome back to Fright Night Flicks. You're here with Dan and Darren.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Darren.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back. Today we're reviewing the 2005 Rob Zombie classic, The Devil's Rejects.
The next word that comes out of your mouth better be some brilliant fucking Mark Twain shit, because it's definitely getting chiseled on your tombstone.
Now, it seems like with this movie, you kind of either love it or you hate it.
Do you remember the first thing I told you after I watched Devil's Rejects?
You hated it?
I said, we're not going to review this.
Yeah, you did not like it.
It's so grimy. It's just like, this is just like a dirty movie.
I feel like, I mean, it's definitely dirty. We'll get more into it here in a minute, but I feel like it kind of caters to the horror fans.
Devil's Rejects is so much different than House of a Thousand Corpses. It kind of threw me off, and just how crazy this movie was and gross. It threw me out.
I mean, there's a couple lines that are pretty intense, and we'll talk about them. Not lines. I mean, there's lines, but there's scenes. One in particular that is just a little bit. It has you a little whatever that noise you made.
Come on, Mama. Take that shit off. Let's see what's been holding Hoss's balls at attention all these years.
I watched this on a plane, and
Bad idea. You can't watch, dude.
I had to cover the screen.
Well, we'll talk about that.
I was ashamed.
Okay, before we jump in, we have some exciting news because we have a new member, Brooks Wimberly.
Welcome, Brooks. Thank you. It's awesome to have a new member. It's been so long.
It's been so long. We've missed members. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining up. And if you want our access to monthly bonus podcast episodes, early access to episodes, and more, click that little join button on YouTube, and you too can become a member. We also have a new Apple podcast review, and we're going to read it for you right now. This comes from Gizmo Grimo 6. Listen to you guys at work, and honestly, my favorite horror review podcast. I wonder if you guys would like to ever review horror games like Silent Hill or Madison. I love the way you guys talked about the movie Scream 6. Wasn't a big fan of the movie when it came out, so it's nice to hear that others didn't like some of the things in the movie as well. That is funny because when you don't like a movie that maybe some other people like, you want to hear somebody that tear it up a little bit.
Yeah, we want to get in the mud. Yeah, absolutely.
We live in the mud. Keep up the good work, and hope you guys review the rest of Halloween series, our Hellraiser series, our Wrong Turn series next. P.S. Sorry for the long review. You can leave them as long as you want because we're going to read them, and we appreciate it.
And that was a great review. Thank you for, leaving a review. And if you want to be cool like Gizmo, please leave us a review. We need them.
Yeah,
everyone helps. Honestly, it really does. And hearing the positivity, I love it. It helps. It gives us energy to do this every week.
Gasses us up.
I mean, it's a lot of work, so thank you.
Yeah,
that makes it worth it.
Maybe we should answer a couple of questions in here, though.
Yes, that would be good. Because I was gonna just blow right through it.
I could tell. So the horror games, no, we're probably not going to review them. If there's a new horror game, we may live stream it or something for kicks. I don't see us reviewing horror game though.
No, it's funny. I was just talking to one of my relatives through marriage. Who cares? Do you guys care? No.
I don't even care.
I was talking to him about horror games coming up because I want to get back into playing video games because I have not since we stopped our video game podcast 3 months ago. Who knows? Time's irrelevant. It's an illusion. It's an illusion anyways.
Let's get to the end of this.
But I'm excited to play horror games, but we won't be reviewing them. It's too much work, and I don't have time to play them enough to make the review worth it.
All right. You could have just said no.
All right. Well, apparently the producer here thinks I went too long.
Because I want to get to the next one, Hellraiser.
How about you live
Halloween.
in the moment? Stop looking forward.
I mean, here's the thing, guys. You complain these go too long, but yet you talk nonstop about video game reviews that we're not going to do.
I've never once said it's too long.
Oh, my God. I know your wife hasn't. Okay, anyways, Halloween or Hellraiser, we're going to do both those. Next is Halloween. And actually, I don't even know. We might even do the sequel. There's another one of these, too.
I don't want to do any more of these. I think we're good stopping here. I heard the next one's not that good.
Well, I heard that. That doesn't mean we shouldn't do it.
Hey, dude, this is too much. This one was too much for me.
Leave a comment. Let us know if you want us to do it. But yeah, we're going to be doing Hellraiser and Halloween.
Well, we might as well say the next movie series we're going through is Halloween. The next movie you're going to watch is Halloween 2. We already did Halloween 1. So if you want to watch that now, go check out one of our older reviews.
Boom. So The Devil's Rejects, it's a sequel to The House of Thousand Corpses. And like we said, it's very different. So like the end of House of Thousand Corpses, the Firefly family basically takes everyone out, murders them all. And we have that whole like underground catacomb system with the Dr. Satan. This movie doesn't play into any of that stuff. There was like some weird cultish stuff going on. It was like all around that house.
I told you, it felt like amusement park ride, the first one.
Yeah.
This one feels like a Western / what's the word when people run away from cops? Vigilante.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Or just disturbing.
Yeah, this movie almost has like 2 movies. Like there's a point where it almost like is a different movie. I'll explain when we get into it.
Please do.
As you know, written and directed by Rob Zombie, features Bill Moseley, Sid Haig, and Sherry Moon Zombie.
So we have the big 3 back.
Pretty much the family is back together, except Mother Firefly. Yeah, they replaced her with someone else.
Yeah, it was confusing to me when I watched because I'm like, who is this?
Yeah, I believe there were some contract disputes, and she wanted some money, and they're like, well, if you want the money, you can go do something else. You ain't on this movie.
That's weird.
You ain't getting it here, Zombie said.
All right.
So Rotten Tomatoes, this is the kind of shocked me. Critics 54, not shocking. Audience 78%.
It's funny how these have such a cult following because they're not good. The first one was interesting. This one, I mean, your initial impressions, it is so grimy and gross, and there's just things in this movie that are disturbing.
Well, I mean, I would say that's kind of horror movies.
And it kind of works in the way that there's memorable parts. When you watch this, you're not going to forget things that you saw, and it may haunt you.
Okay, I have a controversial take.
Go ahead.
Rob Zombie loves tits.
I think Rob's a perv. Even the writing in this is just everyone's fighting with each other. Everyone's sarcastic and kind of dicks to each other.
Yeah, I don't mind that stuff. I'm talking about boobs, bro. You're going off on...
No, I'm just saying that this is the Rob Zombie style here.
The movie starts off totally naked chick being drugged through the woods. Then there's like a shower scene soon after. I mean, there's a hotel scene, another boob. There's boobs in the beginning to end. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying Rob likes boobs.
How do you feel about him showing his wife naked as well?
That's an interesting take.
Do you think he likes other people seeing his wife? Because there was like an unnecessary shot near the end where she's naked getting out of a bathtub. And I'm just thinking, would I do that to my wife? Probably not.
I mean, she does look good. We'll give her credit for that. I don't know. That's interesting when you're putting your wife naked in movies. Something to think about.
Anyways, my first impression, dude, I knew I wasn't going to like this. I remember watching this a long time ago. Wasn't a huge fan. Watched it the first time. Hated it. Watched it the second time. Hated it not as much. I can appreciate what it is, but you know me. This is not my style. I don't like dirty, gross dialogue and disturbing things like this, the way that they did in this one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. The first time I watched it, I thought, that was okay. I don't know. I'm not really sure about it. Second time, I actually came to enjoy it.
I did like it better the second time. I do love Captain Spaulding and Otis. Both of them are very enjoyable. But you know what the funny thing about Otis is?
What?
I feel like Bill Moseley is a really nice guy, and I see him being kind of nice coming through the characters sometimes.
I don't know about that. There's only one scene I could point to, and we'll talk about it in the full review, where he does break a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. I love him in this movie, but it is what it is. It's a gross, disturbing movie, which if that's what you're into, here we are.
I don't know. I just think it's cool. Rob Zombie produces these type of movies. Like whether you like him or not, I just like that he makes horror movies. And you don't appreciate that.
Couldn't you say that about anyone? I appreciate everyone that makes horror movies then.
I guess you could say that. I don't know, but I mean, he's like a famous person. It brings like a lot of attention to it. And I don't think they're bad. They're weird.
How about you get off Rob Zombie's nuts over here? When you try to be in the next movie?
Rob,
can we get into it? We talk too much. Let's go.
Well, you talked too much. You got to let me talk sometimes.
Yeah, but mine was interesting. Now we're getting boring. Go ahead.
You're killing me. Yeah, I guess overall, it's a disturbing interesting, strange, wild ride. I don't know. Let's just get into it. So the movie starts off and it's kind of like that over-the-top narration where they're telling you about the story that you're about to watch. So they're telling you like the aftermath of what kind of happened. Anyways, it starts off with May 18th. 1978, Sheriff John Quincy Widell leads the authorities on a search and destroy mission on the Firefly house. Inside the house, they find diaries detailing the counts of more than 75 murders. The family responsible for these brutal crimes were forever known as the Devil's Rejects.
So is that part supposed to be after the part we're going to watch now?
I think so.
Okay.
Not 100% positive. I'm like 99% positive. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, and just to give some backstory, in case you did not watch House of a Thousand Corpses, go check out our review. That was actually a lot of fun. This family has been killing a lot of people. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and it has to be after because it's not like the authorities went into that house in the House of Thousand Corpses. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because if you would have gone into the house, you don't come out alive.
You don't. So the film starts off, naked woman drugged through the forest by Tiny. Now, Tiny, again, is that like gruesome creature dude, and he's like a giant, but he's like a little deformed, and he's got the burned up face.
You know what's funny to me is they try to portray him as being super strong just because he's big, but I can't believe that because his body looks so jacked. As in, something's wrong with him. You know, he's got that deformity almost. He's not going to hurt people like that.
I would like to think he's strong.
I feel bad for him. I'm like, this poor guy can barely walk.
Well, he's a good family member. He helps them out.
And I will say the way he looks is disturbing, so it works.
Well, yeah, and he got burned up in the fire from the movie.
I remember.
The first one. Okay. So the cops arrive, and this is led by Sheriff Widell. We're going to talk about him in a second. So they're all at the Firefly's house, okay? And this is where we're going to have a shootout akin to the North Hollywood shootout. You remember that?
No.
You don't know about the North Hollywood shootout? This happened a long time ago.
Oh, the guys who had the body armor?
The body armor dudes, and they just they killed a ton of cops.
Well, I was going to say, we referenced last movie how there's a lot of similarities between TCM and this.
A ton.
Well, House of a Thousand Corpses, now we have Devil's Rejects. There was another TCM that started out the same way where there was a shootout in the front. I'm trying to remember which one.
Oh, yeah, that was 3D. That was TCM 3D.
Well, now I wanted to say this copied from that, but I actually don't remember which one came first now.
Well, it's hard because this has they made it in that gritty way where it looks like it's from the 70s, so you think it's older than it is.
Yeah, true. Whatever.
So,
we have a huge shootout, though.
Yes, but we'll talk about it. But we first got to talk about Sheriff Widell, or should I call him Lefty?
Why?
Dude, this is Lefty from TCM2.
Lefty?
The cop.
He is?
No, he acts just like him.
Which one was Lefty?
The crazy vigilante cop in TCM2.
Oh, yeah, who wielded the double chainsaws.
Yes.
I'm the Lord of the Harvest.
Who's that? Some new health food bunch?
Funny. I guess he does, as in he's so hell-bent on justice that he actually turns bad in the process and loses his freaking mind.
They're very similar, and even their over-the-top like lines. And I'll say a couple of them.
Okay.
But you didn't notice that?
No. Well,
Oh, dude. Let me know if you guys agree. Like, I think he sounds exactly like Lefty.
I agree that he does. I just wasn't even thinking on
The
that
crazy
same path.
lawman, this over-the-top mission to destroy the family.
Yeah. All right.
His like crazy preacherish lines, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. I see
So
it.
he's the brother of the cop who was killed by Mother Firefly in the first movie. So that's why he's like got this vengeance, right?
Right.
Well, here's one of his lines.
It's time for us to do what the good Lord would refer to as a cleansing of the wicked. 100% Alabama ass kicking.
Amen, brother.
I mean, that sounds like Lefty.
Yeah, I agree.
Put their lines up.
Why
Play
do
them
I
back
feel
to
why do I
back.
feel like we're in a fight about Lefty? I'm with you.
Well, because first of all, you forgot who he even was.
Yes, I did, but now I remember, and I agree.
So now the Firefly family gets alerted to the cops' presence, and this is where you see them jump into action. These guys take up like tactical positions. They're grabbing like ammo cans, AR rifles. I mean, they got it all. And the best part is the steel-plated armor.
Yeah, dude, honestly, it looks pretty sick. My first thought when I saw this, though, you can already tell this movie is a lot different than the last one. There's no haunted house vibes anymore. This is gritty, dirty, dark. But when they put that body armor on, it's kind of startling because they've clearly prepared for this.
Oh, dude, they're ready. And at first, it's just like the face shield. And this is like, you can tell it's like still, heavy duty armor. Well, I don't know, it's armor, it's still.
Yeah, I mean, heavy, but it works.
I mean, it's kind of like, I guess, knights and stuff used to use, but...
It was effective then, effective now.
So cops get a couple shots, the family take a couple rounds, but like they're fine. They just got hit a little couple like arm shots or something.
It's one of those things where bullets are coming through everywhere and no one's really getting hit. Some police officers are getting shot, but we never even knew who they were, so they don't matter. At one point, Widell's just destroying stuff around the outside of the house. There's like potted plants getting destroyed. It's like, what's going
Widell's
on?
nuts. By the way, very reckless by the police. They don't really know if people are still in there. Like, these people have a lot of hostages and have taken a lot of people. And it's, we know from the last movie, they kept them alive in there at certain spots,
That's a good point. You know what I loved? I love that they unloaded all the guns and then threw tear gas second. Wouldn't you throw tear gas and then unload? I'm not a tactics dude. I've never been in gunfights, but
I would say they kind of softened the building a little bit, like blasting through the windows, and then like beat them back, maybe took a couple down, then they tear gassed and went in.
Okay, whatever.
So, yeah, so from where they go in and they throw some tear gas, that is where they meet Rufus. And Rufus is my favorite in this gun battle because Rufus has still head to toe.
And Rufus was the wrestler that we talked about in the first one, right?
Yeah, he's the tow truck driver, the brother.
Yeah, big dude.
That was my next question. Do you know who Rufus is? Tiny, so if you just to recap, Tiny's older brother, eldest son of Earl, and the guy who shot the tow truck driver, or shot the car to stop him in the first movie.
Right.
Do you know who Earl is?
Yeah, because people in the comments clarified. And I did mention, the funny thing is I edit these, so I don't even know if I put it in there. We did think, or I said it, I thought that Dr. Satan was Earl.
No. I mean, yes, but we figured out, thanks to you guys, Earl was actually that unit of a dude next to him that was all burned up.
Sorry, I actually said that wrong, but yes, you're right. That's who I thought Earl was, not Dr. Satan. I thought Earl was the helper.
Oh, wow, that was a quick change.
Bro, pirate software over here. I'm always right.
That's funny. So Earl had burnt down the house, the first movie that burned up Tiny. Anyways, now, we don't see him in this movie. Him and Dr. Satan are just gone.
Yeah, they just said, forget it. That was a mistake. We'll never talk about it.
I think they actually wrote in some stuff for Dr. Satan, but it didn't make sense in this script, which would make, and this isn't that type of a movie.
Yeah, but it is bizarre that a big part of the other movie is just, we're not going to talk about it and we're going to move on.
They almost went from that over the top, almost cartoony, cultish stuff going on to real life cultish stuff in this one.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I would have rather had House of a Thousand Corpses 2 rather than this. I liked the House of a Thousand Corpses a lot. I could have done it for a second version of that. Maybe play a little more with Dr. Satan. Maybe he gets out from below and starts walking around on the ground.
I'm not against that. And more of Captain Spaulding's little fun house.
Yeah,
Having take some people out in there, or having different people come through. Yeah, there's some 100%. Ideas,
that would have been better. Unfortunately, he passed away, right? Captain Spaulding, real life?
Yes, Sid Haig.
Rip. He was great.
R.I.P. Yeah, he's great in these. Eventually, the cops put enough rounds into Rufus. He collapses, and the whole family just takes off, except for Mother Firefly, who tries to take herself out before the cops can. She does a little boom boom, but it's a click click.
Yeah, dude, nothing's in there. But I will say, dude, that scene where they throw the tear gas and they go in, and you think the cops are gonna just destroy these people, right? They got them on their back foot. The tear gas is probably smoking them out, but no, I guess the tear gas just didn't affect them, because when the cops walked in, they were ready almost with machine gun type equipment, just unloading. That was a really cool scene.
It was really gritty. I guess they filmed it. I mean, I guess you would say they filmed it well. It gave the vibes I don't know, it kind of felt real-ish. It was just dirty, grimy. They had their still plates and there was an ambush set up. I don't know. It didn't work out for him.
But I will say it was unexpected. I did not expect the Fireflies to be putting up a fight like that.
Okay.
Good job.
Good job, Fireflies.
I would like to tell them that they did good.
All right. A couple things I got to mention, though. One, the camera shake in this was insane. Did you notice it?
Okay, I did not, but I do notice Rob Zombie's editing is horrible. And throughout the movie, there's times where it's a quick zoom in just to clothing, and then it's a zoom out, it's snap cuts. I don't know why he does that.
I don't know either.
I don't
it
know
horrible? Wow. Interesting.
I think there's certain times where I've just noticed, like, what is he doing with this?
Well, if you go back and watch those shooting scenes, especially when they go into the Firefly house with them, it's just like shaking all over the place. Like, honestly, I was having trouble watching it.
Right.
So anyways, I like the scene. Camera shake was a lot. One other thing that annoys me, and it's right after this scene, okay? Did this bother you at all? I'm going to ask you.
You're going to pre-ask?
Double. I'm pre-asking about the ask. The montage of characters that came on, this drove me insane. I don't know why they did this. So a song comes on.
Oh, 100%. The name didn't match the character. Dude, I'm real wild. And I'm like, because I thought maybe I missed something. Why did they do that?
Dude, I don't understand it at all. Like,
it's like this. It's like if I'm talking and then I did it. I put your name under me.
So for like Sid Haig, who's Captain Spaulding, iconic, right? When they show his name, they actually show Bill Moseley and Baby. So if you don't know, you're like, okay, so that guy must be Sid Haig,
right?
But that's Bill Moseley. Then when they show Bill Moseley's name, it's Mother Firefly and Sheriff Widell. So now you're like, okay, so Bill Moseley's the sheriff, not who it is. This is the confusing part. Sherry Moon Zombie, actually Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yes, dude, I noticed the whole thing. I don't know why they did that. It's just needlessly confusing.
Well, and then the last one, Matthew McGorry, they show Widell smoking like a close-up. It's the only person in frame. That's not who that is. That's William Forsey. Matthew McGorry is tiny.
Dude, oh yeah.
I don't understand that. Please, Rob, can you let us know what happened?
I love that you noticed that because that drove me nuts. And if we didn't talk about it, it would have drove me nuts as well.
Yeah. All right, so back to the movie. Widell ends up searching through the house. He finds a journal with a clown on it. And as soon as he looks at it, he knows that's Captain Spaulding. And now we basically tie it together that he's going to be hunting Captain Spaulding. That's the tie together.
Yep.
He knows who they are. We're going to try to find him, right?
And the family's going to be on the run this whole movie.
We cut to Captain Spaulding, who's being ridden like a wild horse.
Bro, this intro, again, I'm watching on a plane. I'm like, God, can you not do this?
Yes. And
but then I watched it home and I'm like, all right.
I can't. Did you watch this whole thing on the plane?
I watched the whole thing on the plane. Then I had to
do that.
I had to rewatch it home because I missed some parts because I had to skip through this.
Dude, there's so many boobs, and you know, on a plane, people can see through those seats.
No. As soon as the thing came on, I dimmed it and put it close to me, close to my body, and hit.
This guy.
I mean, you were the one behind me.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But dude, you'd be surprised. Roseback can see that stuff.
I know. I hit it. Okay, don't worry.
So this girl's on top of him doing what she does, and she's way out of his league. All right. Come to find out, this isn't reality. This is his dream.
I thought it was a pretty funny start because not only is it not reality, there's a thick girl next to him.
I would say a hog molly.
Hog molly, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Who maybe not as attractive, but just as horny.
I have jokes, but we're going to move on.
Well, I do like this line Spaulding said. Didn't you get enough ass banging last night?
Dude, he is just a foul creature. Dude, not only that,
gross. Like,
it's like there's that part. Then also they show his teeth, and he's got just black, grimy, gross-looking teeth. Right?
Yeah, severe case of gingivitis.
Oh, dude, my boy hasn't been to the dentist for years, if ever. Almost Terrifier level with the teeth.
Good point. Yeah, similar. One other thing here. When they transition, so Spaulding goes to take a piss, and as he's peeing, he goes in the bathroom, and they do this transition cut over to a coffee mug and the brown coffee going into it. But it looks, when they cut to it, it does look like a toilet at first. It's gross, but I thought they did good on that.
Shout out to the editor. Great transition.
I wanted to say, you knocked them for some of those other cuts. That transition was great.
Yeah, 1 out of 100. No, I don't want to crack on the editing too much, but there just is some things where it annoys me visually. I'm watching, and it's too much input.
Well, he's got some weird fills going in here, almost like you kind of mentioned it, like a cowboy kind of thing, where the music and then they'll have like a still cut that slides off.
Dude, a straight slow push transition.
Yeah, strange.
Out of nowhere. Which I guess it works in the fact that you're just confused and surprised. I don't know. Like, whoa, that was a choice.
Yeah, it is a choice. All right, so Otis and Baby call Spaulding. They make a plan. They're all going to meet at the Kahiki Palms Motel. That's the plan. That's where a lot of this movie takes place. We cut over to Charlie's friend. There's so many names here. Charlie's Frontier Fun Town. Do you know what that is?
Is that where we're going to start off with the people who are the singers? No?
The singers? Who's the singers?
So I guess the answer is no. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the Kahiki Palms.
Oh, okay. No, this is the brothel then.
Yes, this is the brothel. So this brothel is run by Charlie. What you need about Charlie, also known as Wolf Flywell, he is a pimp. Also, just so happened to be Captain Spaulding's adopted brother.
You're sure about that?
Oh, absolutely. That was in the movie. I didn't have to really look that up.
Oh, that's funny. I did not catch that at all, and I watched this twice.
Interesting.
I was drinking some beers last night while I was watching.
Now, Charlie also likes to answer the phone with a very offensive Asian accent.
Wong's Hong Kong Gardens, Mr. Wong speaking.
Cut the shit, Charlie.
I mean, it was funny. What can you say?
Different times.
Quick side note. If you like this t-shirt, we're selling t-shirts on the YouTube site, so check it out because Dan's making shirts. I like them. They're cool.
Yeah, and actually, to be honest, I actually got a little compliment in the airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I ran into a fellow Friday the 13th lover, and she saw the shirt. It was the Crystal Lake shirt I have with Jason sipping on a little drink.
Yeah.
And she's like, she looked at it, she goes, "Hey, nice shirt." She goes, "Look." And she had Crystal Lake sweatpants on.
Oh, cool. Well, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Thank you. Buy our shirts.
Anyways, Spaulding basically calls over to his brother, lets him know that they're coming over, and that's where they're going to take shelter. So we got to go to the Kahiki Palms, and then we'll get over to this place later.
Yes.
All right, back at the Kahiki Palms. I just like saying Kahiki Palms.
Sounds like a resort.
It does.
It's not. By the way, it's like, it is a motel in just the middle of the desert.
Yeah, it's not great.
Empty, dirty, dusty.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. All right, here is where we meet the cast of victims. And you got to know the first one, that is Roy Sullivan, because he has a traveling act called Banjo and Sullivan. Side note, they actually did a little spin-off of this and put out an album called Banjo and Sullivan's Ultimate Collection.
It's hilarious.
So if you guys want, I think it's on Spotify or something. I don't know. I saw it was an option to listen.
Bro,
I did not.
Who's going to listen to that?
They will.
Will you?
I won't, but all right. So the members of the club. We have Jimmy. He's the lovable roadie. Has dreams of being a rodeo clown.
Seems like a very nice guy. Is he a comedian in real life? I feel like he is.
He's been in a ton of stuff. He's always like really likable and funny.
Yeah, enjoyed his character while he
lasted. Yeah. We have Gloria, who's Roy's wife, and then we have Widell. We have Wendy and Adam Banjo. That's, I guess, the other. He plays the banjo. His name's Banjo. I guess maybe he doesn't play the banjo.
We'll assume they're married. Who cares?
So that's the cast. And those two don't really... I mean, Adam's a very small role in this whole thing. So Otis and Baby, they arrive at the Kahiki Palms. So the victims are there. They arrive. And this is where Baby goes to work. So she meets Roy at the ice machine and lays on the charm.
And this is where you see Roy is maybe willing to step out of his marriage a little bit.
I would say Roy's willing to risk it all. Very quickly. Because there's like a line where she's like, trust me, she's laying it on thick, where I'm like almost blushing listening.
It's kind of funny too, because she doesn't really need to be doing this. I feel like they just like putting people in awkward situations, which is a fun part of the movie. They really do love that. They like torturing them.
Oh, yes. We're going to talk about it. There's a whole psychological torture. And I think, well, I don't want to give it up yet. Let's jump in.
We cut ourselves off there. You were going to say that she talks about hooking up with Roy, and Roy says his wife's in the room, but they can go in an empty room.
Oh, yeah. He was ready to go.
Yeah, GTG.
But before they can get anywhere, Otis shows up, takes him hostage. Next thing you know, they're in the hotel room. The whole group is in there, held at gunpoint. Except for one man named Jimmy, because old Jimmy had to go to the gas station. And when he arrives back, he immediately gets grabbed by Otis, put on his knees, and executed.
And that's when you know this movie is going there. There's no holding back, and it's about to get grimy.
I mean, that was just mean to do to the audience. Like, you like the guy, he's like funny, and they just, for no reason, just took him out.
It is funny because they made him very likable, almost you felt bad for him because he was really trying to be part of the group or whatever because he's like a roadie, likable. And what do? The first guy we like, they take him out immediately for no reason. It was good.
I feel like we just start leveling up here. It starts with that, and you think, oh man, that was intense. No, we haven't even started yet.
Oh, good God, guys. This gets weird.
Well, let's start with a dance. The Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these dance.
Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these.
That was very clever wordplay by her. It is good though, because he's going to talk about his baby sitting here dancing. Everyone, all the victims are in the room now. They're all on the bed, just held at gunpoint. And she's just enjoying doing sexy dances for Roy.
This is all for Roy. It's like directed right at him.
And you might wonder, what's Otis doing? Well, he's kind of just laid back watching the show, seeing what's going to happen. Getting
his cuck vibes on, I would say.
Well, it's his sister, so,
Do you think these people care?
No, yeah, it's a good point.
So she just says this over and over, kind of like toying with Roy. And then we step it up another notch. And here's where I think Bill Moseley steps in and like stills the show. So here is where Otis decides to psychologically destroy Roy. And he goes, what he does to this poor man in this movie is insane. But this is just the beginning.
Well, his wife also gets it bad too.
Well, yeah, but that's for Roy.
I know.
He asks Roy if he's staring at baby thinking bad thoughts. And it puts Roy on the spot, because he's in front of all these people. And obviously he did just kind of want to hook up with her. And, Otis kind of knows this. So it's this little psychological game he plays.
Posse, staring at my sister thinking bad thoughts?
No.
Well, why not, you fat?
No.
So then also another attack. It's like one way then the other,
It is great. And you wonder, is Otis only doing this because he knew Roy was going to cheat on his wife? And now he's like, hey, I'm bad anyways, but I'm going to make you pay for this.
Dude, I think Otis is like, we'll talk about, there's a lot of Manson vibes in this movie, and there's more than that in the trivia stuff. But I think he is like psychologically destroying him. And honestly, the second time I watched it, I think he's like a great character.
You know what's funny? The more we talk about this, the more I actually appreciate the movie for what it is.
Well, this part especially because it is an onslaught of destruction. Like this poor guy just absolutely destroyed. You don't feel that bad for him because he was about to cheat too. You know what I mean? So it's like,
true.
He probably doesn't deserve all this, but
you think?
So Roy finally says, hey, I'm a married man. Like, he's looking at her, but I'm married.
Hey.
I would never do anything.
To be honest, when he said that, I was like, well, you're a hypocrite now. Maybe you deserve a little bit of punishment here.
Well, Otis also got some ideas, and I wouldn't say they were good ones.
Go ahead. This gets dirty.
He takes Gloria, who's Roy's wife, strips her down to her underwear. By the way, more tits. Rob loves them.
Yeah.
We got to show some. Fills her up. This is uncomfortable. Just want to let you, in this scene, you are feeling very uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable right now in a chair, not in the scene, just talking about it.
Yes. Well, we haven't got to the real stuff. Takes his gun, puts it in her underwear, and then makes her say that she likes it.
Yeah, and he's like making out with her this whole time. And again, everyone's just watching.
And then he crescendos this with having her get on her knees and bury her head in his crotch?
I mean...
Or belly licking? Or was it a more...
I wasn't assuming a belly lick.
Either way, nothing good. Very uncomfortable scene. The most uncomfortable scene in the movie.
Yeah, it was hard to watch. It really was. It was so freaking gross and disturbing.
But think about what that's doing to like Roy's mind. Just destroying the guy.
Right.
And we'll get back to that. Let's cut over to Sheriff Widell because he is now interrogating Mother Firefly. And Mother Firefly, she ain't no punk. So while he's trying to get to her, and really interrogate her, she grabs the files that he's got on the desk and starts showing him pictures of his dead brother, which then causes Widell to just straight up strangle her.
Dude, and this actress, I thought did a really good job because I really hated Mama Firefly.
Well, she's kind of offensive, and like she's getting strangled, but she kind of likes it.
Yeah, but I mean, the character herself, I thought she did a good job bringing that as to the audience. I didn't like her, and I thought she was being rude.
Well, her being rude is probably the nicest thing you could say about her. All right, so back to the hotel now. Otis decides he's going to take Roy and Adam on a little bit of a drive. They end up in a desolated junkyard type place. He just continues destroying Roy all the way over there, by the way. And this one line I thought was brutal.
You know, Hoss, if I'm not mistaken, I think I could still smell your wife's ink on my gun. Hope it doesn't rust the barrel.
Bro, Otis is just a freaking savage. Plus, it's really funny the way he's walking him down to this location. I guess he's walking him to go get these guns he's buried. And he's just kind of chill about the whole thing. Like he's hanging out with friends.
Yeah, not a big deal. Just going on a little walk.
No, and my favorite part is, I don't know if you talk about it, when they're asking what they're doing, and he's just like, oh, well, this is the end for you guys.
We're gonna go dig up some guns I buried out here a couple years ago.
Then what?
Well, there ain't no what. That's the end of the road.
You're not gonna kill us, are you?
Oh, killing sounds so permanent.
Oh, yeah, he's very blunt and straightforward about it.
He's not even trying to hide it. Maybe tactically a bad decision, but I found it fun as an audience.
Yeah.
Otis is just crazy.
Yeah, he is crazy. Well, he ends up getting ambushed and gets hit over the head with a board by Adam. And this is where Ray, after all this psychological destruction and everything...
Sorry, was there someone else in the movie named Ray?
Oh, Roy? This is where Roy does absolutely nothing to help. Like Adam comes over, hits Otis, knocks him down, the gun flies out. Roy just kind of like stands there for a minute. And then he's like, oh, maybe I should go for this gun. But by that time, it's too late. Long story short, Adam gets stabbed in the leg, then shot in the neck. But he's still alive because Otis is going to play a little game and make him watch what he's about to do to Roy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Moore?
Well, I was going to piggyback off what you said, that it did drive me nuts that Roy did absolutely nothing. Because they had Otis in a spot where they could have killed him. Or at least got out of there. But no, Roy froze. I honestly don't know what he was doing.
I think he's destroyed.
Yeah.
I think he's done. So Otis ends up walking over to Roy, who starts to pray. Otis mocks his prayers and then drops the banger line, I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil's work.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
To which I thought, I think he is the devil.
Sounds very something like a devil would say.
Well, and even watching from House of 1,000 Corpses, he seems about as devilish as a person's going to get. So
Yeah, well, he's not done. He then bashes his head in. So Roy's done. Do you know where that line's from?
yes, no, I don't, but here.
Okay, I knew this before because I've listened to a few things on the Mansons, read or listened to audiobooks, whatever. I almost said read, you know, when you claim to read, but you listen to them, whatever. So this line's a Manson family reference. Tex Watson said something similar before he did his killings. I think it was that might have been the La Biancas. I forget which one. And that's where Otis, like, to me, plays like Manson. He looks like Manson, kind of sounds like Manson. I feel like he plays like the psychological games like Manson.
Yeah, I'm not familiar like you are with the Manson stuff, but cool.
Well, and there's more to it because one of the police officers in this movie played Manson in Helter Skelter.
Interesting. So there's definitely some connections, sure.
Yeah, obviously they took, like, what is homage?
It seems like Rob Zombie's a thief who steals from Manson Manson and Texas Chainsaw. Just kidding, guys.
All right, back to the movie. So Adam's barely alive. Otis goes over to him, stabs him to death. That's it.
See ya.
3 guys down. We have 2 girls left.
Sure.
For now. Back at the hotel, Adam's wife, who's Wendy, and Gloria, they're chilling with the baby when Wendy needs to use the bathroom. Now, in order to do this, she's got to do some slapping. They do this whole weird slapping thing. Long story short, Wendy goes in the bathroom, tries to yell for help, like crazy move.
I like how you say do this slappy thing like they have any idea what you're talking about.
Well, they slapped each other.
Who?
The 2 girls. Like, they
made them slap each other, but it's like a psychological thing she's doing.
Yeah.
Like you have to earn to go to the bathroom, so they make them fight each other, whatever. It's
Again, cultish stuff going on here. So
oh my God.
Wendy's in the bathroom screaming. She goes to get the gun to shoot her, but before she can, Baby does an amazing knife throw straight to the chest.
Great throw by Baby. Again, I hate when victims hesitate to pull the trigger, because if that was me, immediately pull the trigger. I wouldn't even have thought twice about it.
Wouldn't have mattered, turns out. Gloria tries to pull the knife out. Actually, she successfully pulls the knife out, and then she dies.
Yeah, you can't pull things out of your chest.
Bad idea. Just leave them in.
Yeah, let the doctor deal with that down the road.
Yeah, it's already in there.
Sure.
Then Baby reveals that there are no bullets in the gun. So it was all a hoax. And then she says it was all mind power, which makes you think it kind of was.
Because they could have got out anytime they wanted to or fought Baby. I don't know if they could have taken Baby, though. She's a scrapper, dude.
Yeah, she would have been tough. Otis definitely has roll bullets, so.
Yeah, but Otis has been out of the picture for hours, right? Because if we didn't mention, we are still at the hotel with these girls.
Right. So at this point, Wendy somehow escapes, runs out into the roadway where she meets Captain Spaulding, who introduces himself with a brutal headbutt.
Boom.
Just a watcha.
Domes her.
Cut back to Sheriff Widell. He learns Captain Spaulding is a character from Animal Crackers, a Marx Brother movie.
Yeah, who are the Marx Brothers? Just old directors? I don't know.
I mean, I've heard the names. Honestly, I haven't watched that stuff.
No, it's like old.
It's really old. But I don't even know why this stuff's in the movie. It's kind of weird. This whole scene gets kind of weird. So Widell decides, because he's based off this movie, he needs to get a movie critic in here to figure more stuff out about him.
Dude, yes, great point. This is weird. The movie critic's weird. I thought, is he someone I should know? At one point, I thought he was, what's his name? Quentin Tarantino.
Oh my God.
I was like, did Quentin Tarantino gain a bunch of weight or something?
Didn't look anything like Quentin Tarantino.
No, he didn't. But I thought maybe he was in disguise. Who knows?
I feel like he looked like a villain that's in Mario somewhere.
He looked like an
Wario?
old school villain with because he's got the turned up mustache.
Wario,
thing.
right?
Yeah, it could be Wario, sure. But he's a weird character. Again, this is what I'm telling you. Anytime people come in the movie, they just fight with each other. And that's what happened. He shows up with the sheriff, and the whole time there's this contentious thing going on.
Yeah, it was really strange. But basically, he reveals all the Firefly family names. They're all from these movies. All right, that's what you learn. Does that play anywhere in the movie, really? No.
No, it didn't matter at all. And this scene should have been cut.
Well, I think this next scene should probably be cut because it's crazy. The critic says Elvis Presley died right before Groucho Marx and basically stole all his praise. Everyone didn't even realize that Groucho Marx died. And to that, because he's basically disparaging Elvis, this sends Widell into a rage, to which he grabs him and basically threatens to kill him, ending with the line, F Groucho.
It was just stupid. The whole thing was dumb.
What was that?
Well, I'm not even familiar with Groucho. I mean, this is older, so whatever, but I don't even know who that was. It had no really point of being in the movie at all, other than just a wacky scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all I cover some of that.
We got nothing else to say.
Back to the hotel. Spaulding and Baby have Wendy all tied up, all right? This is where Otis shows up with an Adam mask. I take it's an Adam mask, her husband.
Yeah, he had a face on his face. He's doing the Leatherface thing.
Yeah, so he makes Wendy look at it and then wear it. Now that's also like TCM2, where they make Stretch wear the face.
Oh, man, did you remember this or did you look this all up?
Oh, I remember that. We cut to later in the day when the maid arrives. All right, so the family has now taken off. Maid arrives to this gruesome scene. He's got the bodies all staged up. They have blood written on the wall. I think it says...
Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, it says the Devil's Rejects. And then when the maid goes to leave, there's something on the back of the door. And it just so happens to be Wendy hanging up there with the face on her.
Right. How did she, and then she jumps off, right?
She kind of falls off. I feel like you would notice when you open the door, whatever. I'm not going to nitpick it. She jumps off, basically is kind of just delirious and tackles the maid with this face. The maid takes off. She starts running after her, chasing her down all over, and it's the only thing I was thinking is take the face off,
I thought the whole thing honestly was stupid. This part didn't make sense at all.
Well, whatever. They had to get to this scene because she runs out into the road. Truck comes by, splatter, she's dead.
Yeah. It's as if she completely lost her mind. Why would she just run around like crazy?
So after she gets hit by the truck, we have the crime scene photos and stuff. And I got to say, this is probably some of the most gruesome images. It's Terrifier level of gore.
You talking about her body on the street?
Yeah.
I didn't even look because I was on the plane.
Oh, it's pretty gnarly. I got to say, some of it looks kind of realistic.
Oh, good job.
This is where I would say that movie's done. And we cut, because all those victims are gone. They're all dead. Yeah, and now it's more of Widell versus the family.
It was almost introducing us again to the Firefly family. It was almost again introducing us to the Firefly. Oh my God, tongue twister! It was almost again introducing us to the Firefly. It's almost again introducing us to the Firefly. It's almost again introducing us to the Firefly family.
You did it.
God, boom. And showing us how sadistic they are, right? It's because if you didn't watch House of 1,000 Corpses, now you're introduced to them, and they probably even sicker than they were from that movie.
Yeah, I guess it does. It sets the stage of, they're the really bad ones, and then you got the sheriff chasing them. Although that quickly flips to where you're like, I think the sheriff's the bad one.
I wouldn't say he's bad, but dude, he's got some demons he's working through.
Yeah, so Widell shows up at the accident scene, and this is where he recruits some additional help. And who may you ask? Well, Diamond Dallas Page and Danny Trejo.
It surprised me. I forgot they were in this movie.
Yeah, I totally did too. And I got to say, I think they were kind of good characters in the movie. It's kind of weird you have a couple bounty hunters you just introduce all of a sudden, but I like them as characters in this movie. I feel like, especially Diamond Dallas Page, his look fits very good in the hair.
Yeah, there's points I saw him, especially what we're going to talk about later, and I thought he played well as a bounty hunter. And it was just fun. They're good, interesting characters, good personalities.
Spaulding, Baby, and Otis are now driving to Charlie's brothel when they decide they need a little ice cream. And here's where we get the Tutti Frutti chant.
Why?
What
is Tutti Frutti?
I guess it's a flavor of ice cream. I feel like you either love that scene or you hate that scene.
I don't even know what I think about the scene, so I contradict your theory. I don't even know. I'm just like, what is this? Is there a purpose to this? What is Tutti Frutti? Would Tutti Frutti be vanilla flavor because it looks like it's vanilla? I thought fruity would be more of like a purplish color.
I think sometimes the family just says nonsense.
Yeah, whatever. And it is interesting that you see them being like normal people.
Yeah, and I did laugh in this because this is where I think Bill Moseley actually broke, because when she's giving him the ice cream, she like puts ice cream up and it hits his nose, and you can tell he genuinely smiles a little bit. You can see like a little smirk that like he kind of bled through. Back with Widell, now he goes for some advanced interrogation. So he's got Mother Firefly. She's locked up in a cell, chained up. She tries to seduce him, to which Widell just takes a knife and stabs her in the stomach.
Dude, awesome. I liked it because you see Widell's unhinged now. He's not playing by the rules anymore. He's gone rogue.
He's the sheriff. He just murdered someone, cold-blooded inmate.
Well, it makes you wonder, would you follow the rules in that situation? Because these people kind of just deserve to die. Of course I'd follow the rules in that situation.
Do you want to be in prison?
But this is a different time in a different movie. If you're in this movie...
I don't know what time you can get away with that one. So the family arrives at Charlie's brothel and the party's on. So we get cuts in between the family dancing and drinking, like just straight up partying, and Widell talking to himself, and Widell tough talking himself in the mirror.
Yeah, so they finally made it to the brothel, and we're going to see this is going to be the last scene we're going to be at.
Yeah, and this is where, again, the lefty from TCM just comes out. Widell has a line. I mean, it's just like, sounds just like him. Lord, I'm your arm of justice, your righteous sword of vengeance. This guy's totally insane now.
Yeah, he's starting to lose it. But I'm with him. I'm kind of like interested to see. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, well, we go from that to the chickens.
I love the chicken scene, dude.
So Charlie goes out to get chickens because Captain Spaulding does the fried chicken. So he's getting chickens for him.
And they're probably all tired from a night of partying and banging, whatever the heck they're doing.
Yeah. Well, this conversation quickly turns into talk of just chicken sex.
It's really funny because he's talking to this guy selling the chickens. The guy selling the chickens for, I don't know why, just starts assuming that they're going to hook up with the chickens.
Hey, y'all ain't planning on f***ing these chickens, are you?
I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously that guy probably has.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Interesting scene, but they leave and quickly run into Sheriff Widell. He strong arms Charlie, basically tells him have the family ready at midnight, like there's going to be some type of ambush.
Yeah, so Charlie's going to have to sell out his boys.
Which he kind of does. Ish.
I would say he totally does.
Yeah, but he kind of redeems himself. Ish.
Sure.
So that night at the brothel, the bounty hunters sneak in and they first assassinate some ladies of the night.
Yeah, dude, this kind of bothers me, though. Yeah, you see a girl just get killed right off the rip by one of the bounty hunters. So you would think they would do the same thing to the Firefly family, but apparently not.
No, they're going to take them hostage.
Well, I guess, you know what? I'm going to backtrack because I think Widell has other plans.
True.
But I do, dude, these bounty hunters were effective. I don't want to spoil anything. Did they live through this whole thing?
I think so.
Yeah, they just kind of disappear, huh?
Yeah, they had a throat slit headshot and they're out.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more. Did they ever do, did they do a spinoff on these guys?
I don't think so.
Couldn't you see that, though?
I could.
Yeah. Now DDP's doing yoga. He lost his edge.
I think he looks really healthy now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the bounty hunters come in, they take care of a few people, and then they get like Otis and the girls. Widell comes in and catches Spaulding lacking, because Spaulding's been doing a lot of coke and drinking. He ends up shooting Spaulding in the leg and basically rounds everybody up into his patrol car. Now he takes them back to their house, because this is where it's going to finish. I didn't realize it was their house either.
Oh, he took them back to their own house?
Yes.
Oh, that's
sense,
really
right?
funny. Yeah, I had no idea.
I didn't notice till later. So he ties them all up to these chairs, starts doing some weird monologuing, takes some spikes, nails them into the chairs, takes a stapler, staples victims' pictures to their chests, and then takes some whiskey swigs.
Yeah, so I like what he's doing because he's making them pay for things they've done. However, I would say at this point, it was completely predictable and you knew the way this was going to go.
Yeah, I saw this one coming big time, right?
He was too wild, bro. You got to chill. You can't be like drinking like this on the job.
Well, he gets wilder because if you're drinking, why not play with a little bit of fire? So he douses Otis and Spaulding in gas and then puts it all over the floor, takes his lighter, throws it in, and lets Baby run away.
Well, this was interesting too. Well, he also nailed Otis down, right? Wasn't Otis's hands nailed to the chair?
I already said it.
Did you?
Yep.
Well, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty gruesome. Just boom, spiked him right through the chair.
I like the idea. Letting Baby run is a crazy move that I don't know why he would ever do that.
He just needed to hunt. And he doesn't hunt with a weapon like a gun. No, he takes an axe.
Okay, well, I kind of like it because he turns the tables on Baby because Baby's scared at moments while he's chasing her because he turns into freaking Johnny from The Shining.
Oh, I totally thought that too.
Of course. Best axe wielder in the business.
Yeah. So somehow Charlie...
His name wasn't Johnny in The Shining. He says, here's Johnny.
Yeah, you're right.
What was his name? Jack? It was Jack.
No, that's his real name. Was it Jack?
Jack Torrance, right?
Yeah, you're right. Somehow Baby ends up escaping, running into Charlie. He's ready to take her to safety until Widell shows up with that axe and just ends Charlie. I guess he dies, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, he got the axe straight to the chest, so I'd assume so. I did like that Charlie felt bad, so he tried to come back to help him. And Widell, no hesitation, dude, just took him out. Yeah, I liked it. That's it.
So now Baby's running off again until Widell shoots her in the leg. Then he whips her, and now he's going in for the kill, the double hand strangles on top, right? Just when you think she's about to die, that's when Tiny arrives. Grabs Widell by the neck, lifts him up, and just whoosh, snap, dead.
Dude, shocking and not shocking at all. Like, you knew Widell was going to get killed. I just didn't expect to see Tiny there. I forgot he was even in the movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, he just hangs around the house.
Yeah, he can't drive.
No, he's way too big, too.
Mama Firefly said that in part 1.
All right, now back to Spaulding and Otis. Again, they're on fire in the house. Like, the whole house on fire somehow, just not them now.
Now, you being a firefighter, did the smoke bother you in this?
Oh, there was no smoke.
Exactly.
It's because it was probably a propane fire.
Oh.
A fake, propane just flames.
Propane doesn't have smoke?
No, not like that. It's pretty clean.
Okay.
Tiny ends up walking through the fire, grabs them, pulls those nails right out of their hands, and the family survives.
Except for Tiny, and I don't know what happened here.
Okay, so they all go to the car, and we're going to get to the end of this movie.
Thank God.
But Tiny decides he's going to stay at the house, and you would think oh yeah, outside the house that's on fire. No, Tiny's going to turn around and just walk into the house that's on fire.
Yeah, just killed himself for no real reason.
That's Tiny.
I mean, I guess the idea is maybe they all know there's only one way this is going to end, but I don't know. That didn't really make a lot of sense to me.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so now it's their final stand. They're all in the car. We have Freebird playing over the radio.
It's now daytime. They're driving down the country road. It's the end. It's the final send-off to the Firefly family.
Yes, and the reason it's the final, you may be thinking, aren't they just going to drive away? Well, the cops set up a roadblock, and they decide we're going to have one last shootout, and this just results in them all just getting shot multiple times.
Yeah, and I think they're dead. We would think, but we all know there's another movie, so apparently this didn't happen, or they didn't die. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah. Wow.
Final rating.
So it's interesting for what it is. It's just not my style of movie because it is pretty dark. There's no real fun in this movie other than watching Otis's character and how crazy it is kind of funny. And I do appreciate what they did with it. But this isn't just my style. I like more fun, funny, interesting, scary. This wasn't scary. It was just kind of disturbing in a dark type way. But it works in that aspect of it. I'm going to give it 6.1.
I feel like you even went higher than you wanted to. I would say I'm going to give your rating. First time you watched, 4.2. Second time, I would say you would, I mean, if you weren't afraid of them, I think you would say 5.1.
Yeah, because here's the reality. I will never watch this movie again.
Really?
And I have no desire to watch it. I would watch House of a Thousand Corpses because it was fun. It was entertaining. This, I was disturbed, and I don't really want to watch it again.
Yeah, I do think House of a Thousand Corpses is better. In my opinion, I like that one better as well. Characters in this one, Otis, I think was great. I think it was the best. I mean, I think he played that like cult. As the last one, he was like a legit cult leader. This one, he was like more of a, I don't know, mind melter type, like manipulator. You know what I mean? Just toying with Roy. I loved those scenes. I thought they were really well done.
Yeah, Bill Moseley, freaking legend. Great.
Yeah. Captain Spaulding, he's great. Just gritty, dirty. He is funny. He does bring some of the comedic stuff. It's very dark, disgusting, but he's funny.
Yeah, and you did see a darker side. We didn't mention it, which it's okay. He did punch a lady and steal her car, and then dude, he had a crazy line to the kid. Do you remember that? Where he said he told the kid, "If you don't have a reason why you're afraid of clowns, the next time I come here, I'm going to kill you and your family."
Yeah,
there's no reason to do that other than to like torture the kid.
Yeah, it's Spaulding.
Yeah, good job.
Roy and his wife, I thought those were some solid characters. I just think they played them really well. I thought some people did a really good job with this. Baby, though, I will say it's rough. I feel like her character, they try. I just don't think she's really a great fit for these movies. Like she's a little too over the top and kind of corny to me.
Yeah, I could do without her character, to be honest.
Yeah. And Sheriff Widell, you guys already know what we think about him. He's straight up insane.
Yeah, but he did a good job. I like the character. You could see why he would go down this route to madness.
Yeah, I think the character was good. Some of that writing was a little that whole movie critic thing was just wild.
But this is Rob Zombie. I just don't think his writing's good at all.
You know, I was wondering, so why did they take them all hostage?
Why did who take who hostage?
Like the family. Why did they all just have a place to stay?
You mean at the hotel?
Yeah.
Well, why did they take the singing group hostage?
Yeah.
Oh, I think just to torture and mess around. They were just bored.
And have a place to stay, I guess, get a room.
Yeah, they're just bored.
Yeah. Anyways, overall, like there's some crazy, shocking scenes in this movie. Like when they killed Jimmy, I was legit like shocked. Like, whoa, like it hits you in the face. You know, the whole gun scene, that whole hotel scene in itself was disturbing. And even though you don't like it, you got to respect it, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. There are scenes in this that I thought were really good. The intro battle with the tear gas, that was cool with the freaking iron. Even the disturbing scene of Otis humiliating Roy with his wife, that was disturbing. And in that way it works.
You know, I would say all the scenes were good. Except the whole, I mean, obviously the movie critic thing, but the whole going to Charlie's, that seemed kind of like rushed. Like they go there, they get there, they party with those cutscenes, and the next thing you know, it's like an ambush, and then they're out of there.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, whatever. I like the 70s vibe. I thought it was done well. Whatever. I'm just going to would I watch it again? I would watch it again. And I would give it a 7.1.
All right. You know what I will say the best part about this movie, like what it accomplishes, is it feels dirty. You know, as in the Texas Chainsaw felt grimy and hot and sweaty. This felt dirty. Like I need to take a shower after watching this.
It does. And cleanse the soul. Maybe do a little Bible reading after.
Maybe go to a church session or two.
Well, that's our review of
Devil's Rejects.
Boom. So I guess we aren't going to be doing, I don't know. But we may end up doing the next one.
Not yet, though.
What is it called? Something to Hell.
I don't know. Someone in the comments said to skip it. I agree with that. I don't want to watch any more of these.
Yeah, I don't know, though. I feel like we're kind of in. We kind of need to finish the whole series.
I feel like people don't like the third one.
We'll see. Maybe we'll do. Either way, we're going to start Halloween. That's our next one.
Halloween series. Here we go. We might take a break in between if something new comes out.
Well, there's a couple movies like I want to throw in, like, is it Wrong Turn? No, what's the other one that I wanted to...
Wrong Turn's one,
is it Wrong Turn? What's the one I watched the other day and you watched it too?
I have no idea.
Where they go out and the family takes wrong turn.
Oh yeah, we did. No, it's not. Right? It's Hills Have Eyes.
It's Hills Have Eyes, but there is a wrong turn.
Yes, there was a turn that they made that was incorrect. Yeah, we'll throw Hills Have Eyes in there because I need to take breaks when we do this series, and Halloween's big, so we can do 3 or 2 or 3 and then take a break, put a random one in there, and then go back through a couple.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So hey, you guys ready for the journey?
Let's get it going. All right. Thank you guys all for listening and watching. Thank you who leave comments. We especially appreciate those on Apple and Spotify. Those reviews help this thing grow, and we're slowly going, and we appreciate it.
Yes, thanks a lot. And thanks to all the members for hanging out and supporting us, dude. Truly appreciate it. And if you want to become a member, we'd love to have you. And then you get to hang out with us for the after pod because we're going to talk about the new movie, Him. Just dropped a new movie. Well, it's a movie coming out, but they just dropped a new trailer. There's a new horror movie called Weapons that is out now. We want to talk about, watch the trailer for that as well. And talk about a family vacation with a tsunami.
Oh, this is true.
We were involved in this. So if you want to hear about that, hang out with us in the after pod.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Thanks. Bye, guys.